Hey everybody, welcome back to Minecraft. I think this episode I want to build a house. So I did some off-camera mining, and I know that's always a cliche thing, but right here I've got some materials, and I'm hoping that this will be enough to at least get the foundation. I uh, I imagine that if I want to decorate a little bit more, I might have to get some pots and some clay stuff. So this is what we got so far, and I'm hoping that this will be enough for just a general foundation. So generally with like a Minecraft house, I like to keep it pretty simple, especially if I'm playing vanilla. Like I don't really need to go super crazy with it. It doesn't need to be terribly optimized. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. I just want something that looks cool, that looks livable, and it'll provide me enough space, for whatever I need for the time being. Because, like I said, it's just me. It's just vanilla, so I don't have to go crazy. I do think this is a good spot to start building because it's right next to the village, so there's a lot of resources already here. And I like how open this area is, and I like how it's at the end of the village. So what I'm gonna try to do is maintain like the oak kind of style, so that it doesn't stand out like crazy compared to the rest of the village architecture. And once again, I'm sorry about the off-camera stuff, but I figured it would be way more exciting for you guys to actually see me build the house rather than mine a bunch of trees for however long this took me, probably like half an hour or so. And honestly, that'd be way more to edit. So, I mean, I'm just going to cut away the uninteresting parts, and hopefully you'll find it interesting enough to stick around. Now, normally whenever I'm building a house in Minecraft, I just kind of wing it. So I don't really know exactly what kind of layout I'm going to go for quite yet. But unless I'm building something that is very specific, I just kind of go off of my brain and work slowly, but still have some cohesion despite it being completely random. So right now I'm just kind of trying to figure out exactly what layout I want to go with and how big I want it, which is normally where I start with the log placement. So I'm thinking I want it to be about this big, nothing crazy, but also nothing super tiny to where when I start getting more and more items, I won't be able to hold anything. I now kind of have the idea that I want to put the house on stilts, just because I kind of like that idea of like having like a little bit of an under thing. So I'll either use this kind of below area for storage, either that or I'll use it for animals if they're not too fucking loud. I'm not really sure yet. So, like I said before, I hope everybody's day is going well. It's a pretty slow day for me. I just think I made way too many fucking birch slabs. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. That might have been way too many. But we shall see. Maybe I'll try to use them more. What I'm currently going for is kind of like a alternating birch and oak pattern. I know it looks really bright right now because of the light just kind of shining right on it, but it should look a little bit better once the sun goes down to like a normal height and the ceiling is on and all that, better lighting. I know it differs a little bit from the oak and the birch, but I have so much like regular spruce logs that I might want to make the roof out of spruce just to give it like a contrasting look between like the bright, whitish, goldish floor to like the darker rooftop. I'm not sure yet. After giving it kind of the archway test, I feel like I'm gonna go for the spruce, honestly. I have enough of it, I think, and I'm really trying not to make it look like a bunker, and I think the oak and the wood is way more inviting than anything like cobblestone related or anything like that. I think I'm gonna go for like a double archway type look because at this point I'm not sure if I want to do like one entrance or two entrances or like have a side door. So I'm going with two for now. I don't know if I'll add even more. I think because the sun is facing that way, I'm going to try to have a big-ish kind of window here so I can see the sun start to fall throughout the day. And then over here, it's going to rise. So I feel like that's a good angle. And I love upside down stairs, but sometimes it's kind of a pain in survival mode to build these things where you have to angle it a particular way, make sure everything is symmetrical. And that looks symmetrical to me, but it's tough. It's tough when you can't fly around. Stairs take up a fuck ton of wood, so I'm near the end of my spruce supply. And I'm really hoping that I didn't mess up any of this, because I really want it to be, like I said, I don't want it to be a symmetrical house, but I want it, at least the designs, to be symmetrical and in the same dimensions and same style and everything. So I think we're in good shape so far. If I got the height on these right, it should line up. So I'm really hoping that I didn't botch it earlier on in the process. I think we're good. Oh shit. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Seems like I'll sadly need to bust into the last stack of birch. We got a squatter here, boys. No, you don't. Kind of what I find to be the hardest sometimes when making a Minecraft house is the entrance. Because you don't want it to look too busy, but you don't want it to look too simplistic. So you have to really find that balance if this person wouldn't keep on talking over me. I feel like one of the best additions Minecraft has had in recent years is the stripped logs, because I feel like it just adds pretty much like a whole new block set to the game with all the different types of logs that we have now, and it gives you like kind of more use if you wanted just to mine the log and not turn it into planks right away. So I can appreciate that. At this point I am desperately running out of resources. I didn't realize how much wood I wanted to use until all the planks started getting kind of erased from the bank over there. So, you know, I'm really hoping I don't have to go out and mine more. One of my favorite things to do is use like the fences for texture, since they don't take up a whole lot of space, and I feel like they look really good most of the time, especially against other wooden blocks. So I don't think I need it that long, but like something like that, really simple, and it turns something really flat looking to something with way more texture and dynamicism. I've now kind of blown all my wood and decided to use trapdoors for this border, and once I started, I couldn't stop because I had already made too many trapdoors. So I like the look of it. It's just way more expensive than I thought it was going to be in the end. And I'm still working on the fences around here. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of a before and after for this wall. Alright, before and after. How about that? I feel like at this point it's really starting to come together. I still need way more fencing probably, but I'm getting a little tired at this point. I'm kind of ready for the foundations to be done. Maybe I didn't need to make it this big, but I've committed to it, so we're going for it. I do want a chimney, and I don't know how I'm going to do it exactly yet, but I think I'm going to start probably around here. I don't need it to be too complex, but something simple. I'm hoping that this doesn't catch on fire in any way, but I guess we'll see. I think instead of storage and cattle, probably going to make this into a farm of sorts. At this point, I would like to say that the exterior is complete. Still need to work on the interior, obviously. This has probably been taking a good couple hours at this point, maybe 3, I haven't kept track. But I really like this outlook. or not outlook, but layout. And it's very cozy. It's exactly what I wanted. Now for the interior. Interior is going to take a while as well, I think. But, you know, it's so far kind of complete. I would give it like an 80% complete. I still want to work on it though. It's not going to be episode's not going to be over until it's completely done. I kind of like to have everything in the air so that there's more room to walk around and I'm not just bumping in the blocks, you know? So I feel like other than the windows, I'm really almost done. I do want to get some clay to make pots, so there's some flowers, but other than that, I mean, we are nearly there. We are at the finish line. Well, since all I need now are the pots and the glass, I'm off to find some sand and clay. Conveniently next to the abandoned village is all that we need. I found clay, but it's all the way at the bottom here, so I'm going to be doing some deep sea diving. Kind of looks like we have ourselves like a shipwreck or something. Oh shit, I just hear a trident. Yeah, here we go. Alright, I'm not trying to mess with them, this is their turf. I do want whatever's inside here though. Oh great, absolutely nothing. Oh, okay, I'm taking a good few hits. Guys, I just came here for clay. I can't hardly even see them. It's so dark on the shaders. Okay. That's quite a few. I really don't want to deal with this right now. I'm about to die. I just died. Let's go find my stuff. It's going to be hard to see my stuff in the water, but I should be able to find most of it. I'm really just concerned about like my diamond sword and a couple other things. It's nice that most of it floats to the top. Trying my best to avoid the drown. Just here for my things, guys. Got my levels back. Some more armor. Water bucket. Still can't quite see anything. Damn! Oh my god, that one just fucking teleported. No way! Oh man. At this point, I think I got everything. I'm not quite sure. But I'm not dealing with these drown again. We are back home, safe and sound. I think I'm going to end the episode off here. You know, we built the freaking house. We did it. We got killed by a drown a couple times. And, yeah, I'm accomplished here. And I think in the next episode I'm going to start out by actually, like, finishing out the decorations and all that. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.